Get on it or what?
No.
So we'll do the sink now. We'll get that drilled out. You don't need a small hole for that one though. It's only I think a baboo on that one. And I've got like, is it a wash machine waste pipe type thing for that one? God knows I've got to tie all these together like, but we'll sort some out, Jaws. So there we have it. Shower doors installed, runs. There's a bit of silicone out bottom there. We'll close it up just nice. What I'll need to do now is, because we've got a gap on that side, is when I put my shower head back up and all. It has a magnet. So this, right, basically sits down here. So if you have that flush up to there, I've just trimmed a little piece off at the top. So that has got to fix to the wall there. You can see the gap between it. There's not much meat to fix to it. And I've seen a few people and they put like a beading at the back. So screw the beading in and then glue that to the beading. But there's not much meat on the door there from that. So if I put a beading on that, I'm going to step this out more. Not that it really matters, like, but I'd rather have it like a bit of meat covering that, you know, seal on the door on this bit here. So I think what I'm going to do is heat a knife up, a Stanley blade, and just take out the depth of that in it. So this sits then flush like that to the wall instead of kicking out. You could actually trim that back, to be honest with you, but there's no point now. I've already put it in there. And then do the same with the bottom there, get a hot knife and just cut the profile, the depth of this out. So then I'm going to try, see if it'll work. Don't know whether Sikaflex, a couple of blobs out back of it, and then clamp it to it and see if that holds it. And then probably put a bead along the back as well. Or CA glue it. I'm not too sure if the CA glue will take to this though. I don't really want to scuff it up because that's part of your waterproofing. So I think what I'll do first, hot knife it anyway, take that back edge profile out with the blade, just basically cut through that so it fits in. You could actually really just trim that off before the track actually, thinking about it. So probably cut that off there before the track, same again down there, and then stick it down. You know, it might be easy to really, John, instead of pissing about with fucking hot knives. Yeah, it's getting marked up, trimmed off, and shower time. Put my drain holes in anyway, did I show you that? I can see the outside. So what I need to do on that one is I probably think I will put that extension piece on, which was that bit I got, which is that piece. And basically cut that down and then connect that up and then work out what I'm going to do then with the rest of the plumbing with that. Just have to have non-chemical biodegradable shower gels and all that shit and let the water go back to nature. Well, sink waste, definitely not much real estate for this. Where the wheel arch is there, at the top, round about here, I've got space here in the unit, but that's a bit too close for comfort, that, to be honest with you. Probably step it forward a touch, but a lot of components here, so I'd rather not. The other option then is to move it forward around here, but that is the step, and then you're right next to a member there again. Fucking showers, man, I hate doing showers. That silicone in that magnetic strip was a pain in the ass. I ended up putting an L-trap on it anyway. Now I understand why people pay a lot of bucks for doing a conversion, because they are hard work. Right, so for the waste for the sink, I've got this stuff here, and usually for like wash machines and stuff, and it's a perfect fit on that. So I'm going to get a Jubilee clip on there, and then run this down. Now, the only place I can get through to, I mean, there's a bit of room behind this, but not much, and it's quite close underneath, it's like I was showing you before. And the only place I can get is here. Now, it's a bit further forward than I wanted it to be. I can step it back a touch, but I can't go any further over here because there's a lot of gubbins there. And like I said, I can't get into there because this is quite a deep draw, this, what goes in there. That's where we're up to, so let's drill that and get that waste in. John's the low saw box, we've got one here. Perfect fit. That is a 30mm. See, coming under these, coming under. You know, when you're doing like 3 jobs at once, catching little bits up. When I was pulling the plug out of this one, I was supposed to put 30mm on one, and I didn't. I put the 25 in and drill the fucking hole. Son of a bitch. That's going to be a bastard now because we've got no pilot for the drill bit. Oh, it's going to be fun. That's our waste outletting. Got to spray it up black when it's dried that. And then I just ran it down that cross member. And then out towards the back, see there where spare wheel is. So basically that's ready now for the bloody waste tank to go in. So we just need to connect that pipe up when we get a waste tank, and then same on that side as well with the shower waste. So the T-piece just knocked up now, so that's joined up. That's the cover for it now, which screws into that. So I'll just mark this up now and we'll drill this in. Garage heating complete. Happy days. So if you ever need it to take that special cover off, you basically just get in here, all that, unscrew that. I think now it's just trim bits and tidy up bits on that one. So on this shower bit now, what I've done, I've just put a bead of silicone oil on the bottom there. just for basically watertight, because obviously with it being a shower, you've got to be in and out, in and out, in and out, and this bit doesn't have like a plinth seal on it. So it's just a little bead there, just to stop it going under frame and then start bubbling that edge up there. I was going to go around and do all the box unit and that, but to be fair, it's not worth it, because if that has a leak, I'd rather it run down there and then out through the channel of the door, like last time. And to crown the shower finally done, we stick in our shower tray. Look at that. Clean a bit of that silicone mark up on that strip there. But bob-on. I put a bit of silicone lube down the back here as well, because it's tight. But I wanted it to tight, well, not tight, but I wanted it to be quite firm so it's not rattling when you're driving. But after that's turned out, just need to leave all the shit out of there now before I silicone that up. Bit of lube. The fridge has come. Get in. Right, get this unboxed now. Have a look what's in here. Right, so we chucked it in gap, and on this one, right, these are the feet what come with it, and with the Evo unit you get a smaller feet just so it fits in nice and tidy. Well, they're not a bad fridge really, to be fair. Looking at wiring diagram, I'm unsure what that is on there, so I'll have to do a bit more research on that. There's a choice as well, you've got like a drain plug at the bottom, or you can have a tray side where it drains out, so I'll probably end up punching another hole and putting another plug on that one. So I'm just going to wire this up now. So I've got some 2.5mm cable, so that should match up with that. I'm just going to stick these little bad boys on the end of it and just plug it into that. No point getting an adapter because these are just the same thing anyway. And then we'll get that end up, wire up into the unit. We'll test it, see if that works. Well, that's got to be the easiest fridge I've installed. So basically all I've done, 2 screws either side here, 2 in there, mounted that in. There's our freeze compartment. Massive that fridge in here, get loads of shite in that. On the front, just all this bit, there we go. Voila, just wired in and powered up. Obviously first boot up's got to be a bit noisy, but it's not too bad. Got the first plate on. Don't know whether to keep it black that or go for a white gloss one for go with the units. Yeah. I think we'll keep it white, black that, because it'll just be minging, especially with it being near the door, but just sets it off a bit better now, doesn't it? Happy days. It's got nighttime mode in it there as well. Right, so there's a bathroom idea. We bought these tiles off Amazon, like, and they just basically just stick on jobbies and then you peel the front bit off and do it. So just looking at some designs on here now. I think they're about 10 quid or something. Babe, your face isn't camera anyway, it's on the mirrors reflected. You getting on it or what? No. And there's basically the mirrors. It's pretty nice actually. I'll show you a proper one when it gets out another. I'm on. There we have it. Notice podge here, one mirror. Look at that. Just looks a lot better, doesn't it? Just break some walls per touch and give you some work. Check the air out. Right, plan of action today is going to be the wheel carrier. Get that done. And I need my haircut as well, so it roughs out. Can't carpet that door yet and finish it off because I need to access that port there. And there's no plastics for these doors. I've looked everywhere for them, like, can't get all of them, so it's pointless. So I'm just going to board up where the open panels are, carpet over them. If I need access to it, worst case scenario is I can just cut into the carpet and go through it. And then I'll look at putting another panel. I'll probably bond something on it then. Until then, they're going to be carpeted on that. But I need to get the wheel carrier off because the wheel carrier is absolutely rancid. See, it's all chipped off the paint and it's starting rusting a bit, so I'm going to take this off. I'm going to wire wheel all of it, get it all down to prep. Got some paint for it, some Raptor paint. So I'm going to try the Raptor stuff on it and see what that's like. I like the textured effect to it, so it gives it that like rugged look as well, plus it's a bit more hard-wearing than normal paint. Powder coating, yeah, look at the powder coating in that. I mean, I could do with these bars doing it as well. On them, see where they've started chipping now, that's where the bloody mud flaps would come in handy for that. So that might be a future video, that one, getting some mud flaps and sticking them on. But Mrs. accessorised the shower as well, a little bit, little touch. It's looking a lot better now, isn't it? Little titty bits in it. So we go away this week, we go up to Anglesey. So it'd be nice if you use the van up there as well. It's actually on the coast, so I think you can get the van to the coast. So I might have a cheeky camp out if you get my mattress ready. So just wait for that, and also my seats when they come. Right, let's get on with this bloody wheel carrier anyway. So that's wheel carrier off now, right? I tell you what, when they fit these rough as anything, why do you not put a rubber pad on that? Seriously. Because it's saving the mountings as well. Look at the shit there, what's built up on that. The rust in that. Piss poor workmanship, that. Piss poor. But that, there's no excuse with that. It's a piece of rubber. Just lazy people, that. Lazy. For spray job today, I'm going to be using a bit of BT90 for clean all shite off. I'm going to wire wheel that, get all the rusty bits off. Got a bit of anti-rust primer for go on. Let that dry. And a nice rouge colour. And then this is the pièce de résistance. And then here we have the Raptor protective coating. Looks mint when you look at the window, but it's done like a nice ripple effect on it. Crack bottom off there, and then spray it. It's a 1 litre. So I'm hoping one tin. Pretty easy to do all that. Like that was ingrained rust that into bodywork. It stayed to it here. A bits of metal on that. And all I've done is sprayed that stuff on it. Fallout iron remover. And it just eats away at the rust. Absolute good stuff. A little bit here. Just gets rid of them filings. We'll see how that cleans up in a minute. That's it, hot rust remote's removed. Been cracking stuff that, I tell you. Right, that's all heavy cleaned off. Basically down to bare metal like on that one. So we'll give that a blast of undercoat now. Right, undercoat done. That dry, and then we'll get the next bit on. It says, lid back on, crack that on, and push down. Let's see how long before. We'll see. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Then shake for another 2 minutes. It says 60 centimetres away. Oh shit. Tell you what, that stuff comes out mint. Look at it. So we'll give that dry now. Let that dry for about, it says about 20 minutes, and then we'll flip it, do back edge, and then see if there's any bits we've missed. But I'll tell you what, we'll do like that. Nice rugged look. So one spray can covered the whole lot. That was good coats on each, that one. So probably about 2 coats both sides. Fucking sugar steels everywhere. So for see that end bit, got some butyl rubber tape. And basically just stuck it on there. It'll form a seal over that hole as well, just push a bolt through it. But it'll also just stop it rubbing on bodywork as well. That looks a million times better, better than the old rusty thing anyway. Not bad, that Raptor stuff. Right, now that rack's on, and get this, and back door finished. Door number 2 done. Happy days. These top panels here, I've not put them in yet because the original fittings on them are riv nutted. So I'm going to try and get some black bolts for that, bolt them in. Same on that side as well. Cover for that. It fits because of the thickness of this material. I can't get it on. So in hindsight, what I should have done is left that a bit tighter on the, you know, on the actual ply line piece, and then materialed over. But we'll live and learn anyway. It's nice. Looking good though. Right, that's that step trimmed. Kept it all the way through that. Not too sure if I'm going to extend this piece yet or what. I'm going to put a board under there or something. This is all ready now for an edge trim up top. It's one thing with a blue van, that anything you do, any bit of blue showing, it just stands out a mile. Right, so next job now is, because I'm not doing no window blinds for these windows at back here, I've got one of these thermal screens. Basically this attaches on here with press studs all the way down here, covers to the bottom round about here, just covers the bed area. It's just a different idea really. Plus I think it keeps cab warm as well, you know. With that, window blinds are nice, yeah, but I think when you've got like a nice cover going along here, you know, along the side of the van going down it just finishes the bed section off, and that makes it a bit more cosier, doesn't it, in winter? So we'll get this stuck on now, drill these. You get a drill bit with it as well, which is quite good. And we'll see how this goes in. Hopefully don't hit no cables, because at this stage you don't want to hit no cables. So I've just gone down now with these press studs all the way along it. Start from the top, then work way down each side, then going through to it. Get this last one stuck in, and then we'll see what it looks like. Oh, fuck aye. Looks miles by that. Good things about these as well, you can actually open the doors if someone's still in bed and they don't want to see the world. You just leave it down, can't you? And get it back. Let's see what it looks like when it's shut inside. Check that out. Just seals that back off brilliantly, doesn't it? Also, when you've got mattresses in that in there, it just makes it a lot warmer, and that should keep them heating as well, that. Who needs bloody window blinds, eh? You got to roll up. That's it, packed away. So next bit now to finish off on here is this bloody cable section here. Now on my previous videos you saw I bought a spice rack for this bit, and basically this Evo 8 unit, which is this bad boy here, doesn't work with the spice rack, which I thought they would have told me on the site when I ordered it, because they knew I ordered an Evo 8 but they didn't. So what I'm going to do is modify the one I've got. I was going to do something else. I think we'll modify it, just change it a little bit. I think I'll lose the top cubby hole on it, but as long as it covers that and I can get a plug socket into it as well, be a bonus. So what I've done is just chopped off the top end. You see how you lose the top cubby hole on this bit here, but you can still get access to that. You still got the shelf there and the shelf there. Not too sure yet how I'm going to do the plug socket. I don't know, I'll just blag it as we go along in it. Right, well that's for dry fit anyway. You can see I've not, what I didn't take into account with that is I should have put an angle on them, on the end bits on there, so I've cocked up with that one. The back edge I've just put another profile on just to bring that out a bit, because there's not much meat on this panel. Ties it up a bit, that actually, really. A good old bit of silicone on top here will go on that. It's a shame that that's cut out further than what I wanted, because if I bring that over a touch, if that's butt up there, so it's not nice, but there's a gap there then. Could do that front panel being a bit wider. Probably have to trim a bug's dick off top there. Just to close that up, and then we'll leave that gap there. I suppose if I need to run something down there for anything it's there in it. And then I don't know if I'm going to do with my plug socket now, because directly behind that is a shelf, so they'll think the plugs will have to go here, and I've got a backing for that as well, which is this alley backing. So my dry fit, yeah, am I happy? Probably could have done a bit better, probably could have angled that top a bit better, probably could have done that a little bit better. But like I said, that's what silicone was made for. I didn't shite. Let's get his backing on, see what that looks like, get that trimmed to shape, and then work out what I'm going to do with my plug. Well, she's in, and she's screwed up nice and tight. So if this gap here, right, because I've got a lot of cables and shite in here, I'm going to be leaving that not as a shelf, but I'm going to put that as a plug socket. So I've got this piece of aluminium plate here now, which I'm going to use. It's a bit rough, that is basically going to go over there with the plugs. So I'll have two plugs, two 240s, and then a USB on that one, and it just ties in with that edge in a bit, I think. So we'll see what it looks like when it goes on anyway. They've just been nibbled out, and then that'll cover will go over the top, and then we'll have our plugs in. You know when you wire all your plugs up and then you realise you forgot to put your back plate on first. inverter on. Just check these now. Any lecky in it? That one on. That one on. Cool. Do that. Not done the USB yet because I need the plug sockets to do the heat shrink on these. They're done. Happy days. Let's try this heat gun on here now, see if it blows anything. Okay, work. Well, she's in and finished off. Made a bit of silicone in it. Happy with that. Spice rack on either 8 unit. Get in. Right, pretty much done now on the van. Much more I can do anyway, because budget has that been smashed. Jesus, man. Waste tank, looking for a second hand one. I'll probably get a few other ones, just stick it under and then plumb everything into it. So I've got a couple of bits of pipe to get for that. Still on the hunt for a Black Rhino York alloy for the back, for the spare wheel carrier. Had a few quotes. 480 quid for an ornament. Holy shit. So that's on a back burner at the minute. Tomorrow, pick the mattress up. Way. That's a 3-piece splitter. So it splits in 3 pieces because the bed folds up. And also the seat for here as well, the cushions. So we'll pick the cushions up tomorrow. See what they turn out. It's like faux leather, like vinyl type stuff with I'm hoping it's got this pattern in the middle of it, whether it's turned out alright or not. I'm hoping it follows the same way as well, so that should be down the middle of the seat, so we'll see what they look like. And a lion symbol on it. Fronts, they're 650 then plus VAT, so I think what we'll do with that is they'll be done at a later date at the minute now, because if I buy any more seats right like that now, any more bits, my missus is gonna hang me. B pillars, so I'll be on the hunt for them as well. So I've got the B pillars for do. So there's still quite a few bits. It's never ending really, I tell you. But the main bulk of the van's done. Sink, shower, all that's been accessorised and done and works. Everything functions now as it should. All USBs in, plug sockets. So I think now it's just a test really. Do a camp in the van. We go away this week, so I might do a cheeky couple of nights in the van and that. Just see what it's like and stuff, and just see if we need to change anything really, or if something's not really working to where we need it, or we're missing a plug or a socket or something. You know, look at that. I know one thing I do need, the back. I need some lights. I've got the wiring in the cupboards, but not putting no lights up yet. It seems that on Amazon, bloody all the USB reading lights, I want a USB plug in it. All the black ones are all out of stock. They're not delivering till like mid-June or something, so that'll be something else on the shopping list. But thank God Father's Day is coming. Let's see what I get for that. I can have a wish list, can't I? Nice one. Right, I'll see you on the next one.